Dogs are known to be a man's best friend. With their endless amount of joy that they give and the unconditional love that they carry on to death, dogs are truly beautiful creatures in every way, shape, and form. A special dog named Coco was my first pet. She was one of my first relationships I had developed that was non human related. She just passed away recently on October 24th, 2021. I would like to take the next couple of minutes to commemorate Coco and how much of an impact she had on my life, as well as many others. Coco was a purebred teacup poodle. Imagine holding out the palm of your hand. She would be able to lay in it when she was a puppy. That's exactly how small she was. She was brought into this world during early September of 2005. Therefore, I was only 2 years old when we adopted her. In all honesty, even though I loved her, I do have to admit that Coco was a very cranky dog that would sometimes get on my nerves. But this was because she was very attached to my mom. She didn't want to be bothered by no one else other than my mom. If we tried to pick her up or hell even touch her, she would try to bite us. Even if we touched our mom, she would get very defensive. This just showed that she was very protective of my mother. She would do it for my sister and I as well, but in the situation where one picking her up would be a stranger. Strangely enough, though, she did not do this for my dad, however. In fact, she hated my dad, but I think it was because my dad teased her a lot. Growing up, she grew out of this stage of aggressiveness, and when she got older, she became very attached to me. She started to sleep in my bed more, and she became more mellow and began to do her own things. And this is what struck me because it was almost as if she had matured exactly like a human would. Just like all dogs, Coco brought together our family in a way where we could all love each other unconditionally. I always thought it was a myth of some sort that a dog was capable of sensing any type of emotion in a human, but I was wrong. Whether I or any other family member was sad, she would seek out that person and comfort them by staying by their side. She also entertained us and kept us busy. She wasn't as energetic as other dogs, but she sure did like to play physically with her hands and other limbs. And just like any other human would, she did overcome challenges, including a very specific one that had a huge impact on our entire family. When I was about 9 years old, we moved into a different house in the same city. So at this time, Coco would be 7 years old. Shortly after we had settled into our new home, one day we finally realized we couldn't find Coco. We searched all around our house, our block, and nearby blocks, but we couldn't find her. That same day, late at night, someone was knocking at our door. It was our old neighbor with Coco in her hands. She had traveled almost 2 miles back to our old house. My family and I still question to this day why did she do that, but we are very thankful she was not hurt in the process. Whenever I think about it, like I previously said, it was almost as if she reacted in a way a human would. She didn't want to leave her old home. There was also another challenge that specifically affected Coco. This one also hurt me as well, knowing it would cause her pain, but we realized that the reason Coco was running away so much was because she was in heat. This also caused her to bleed a lot, which caused her to lick herself endlessly. Therefore, we decided to fix her, so we could fix both of these problems. It was kind of hard doing this though, because knowing Coco, she hated the vet. I just felt like my family and I had to do this so she wouldn't have to go through any more pain. I do find some joy in this memory of her though, because after getting her fixed, she had to wear a cone around her head, and she wouldn't infect the sensitive area where she got fixed. It was entertaining because when it was first put on, she was perplexed and had no idea what to do. But then after an hour or so, she was perfectly fine and walked around like normal. After recalling these memories of her, I knew then and still know now important how Coco was to our family. Just like humans, dogs are put into similar experiences and situations where they have to overcome challenges and they need someone to be there for them. Like Coco was always there for us, we were always there for her. I will continue to cherish these memories of my first pet Coco and live on knowing that growing up she was my first friend.